All right, this box comes to us courtesy of eBay. I paid $170.40 shipped to my door for 12 Criterion titles. Let's see what I got. First up is Dazed and Confused from the early 90s. Richard Linklater's 70s set comedy, and a movie that I quite enjoy, maybe even love. Oh, interesting. All right. There's a lot of pieces to this, evidently. Here's the disc. It's kind of just falling apart in my hand. There's the disc. Super colorful packaging. I really enjoy Criterion packaging in general. Definitely a draw as far as I'm concerned. It looks like it comes with a poster as well. I'm curious to see what this poster is. Dazed and Confused, the poster. There's the top of it. There's the bottom. Pretty cool poster. I wish it didn't have the wrinkles in it because I'm probably not going to hang up a poster with wrinkles in it. It's a cool poster for sure. Comes with this booklet as well. This Dazed and Confused Criterion booklet. Most Criterion Collection discs have some kind of little booklet. This one actually has a spine to it, meaning it is literally a little booklet. It's not the normal ones with like the staples on the side. I'm guessing this is like some kind of special collector's edition or something like that. For some reason, they really love Dazed and Confused in the Criterion Collection, or they thought it would be a very good seller. And so they put a little extra TLC into this packaging. Pretty awesome. There's the back of it. This one's definitely a keeper. I think there's only one title in this eBay lot that I plan on reselling. So it's an expensive one as far as buying titles to add to the collection, but definitely worth it on a per title average. Dazed and Confused used on eBay runs about $13. This copy is used, but practically brand new. I don't see a single blemish. I'm looking forward to a rewatch and adding it to the collection. Next, we've got another high school set comedy, Dazed and Confused from the early 90s. This one from the early 80s. It's director Amy Heckerling's Fast Times at Ridgemont High, with a screenplay by Cameron Crowe and based on his book. I did not know this was based on a book. I did know Cameron Crowe wrote it, but yeah, interesting. I enjoy this movie as well. It's well known specifically for that pool scene with that great Cars music in it, amongst other reasons to remember that scene. There you got the Blu-ray disc, Fast Times at Ridgemont High. And here's that booklet I was talking about that come with most Criterions with the staple spine. So yeah, smaller booklet, but really good printing quality as we've come to expect from Criterion. I actually already own this on Blu-ray, but I'm going to resell my standard Blu-ray copy and add this Criterion Collection version to my ever-growing personal Criteria collection. Fast Times at Ridgemont High used fetches about $16 on eBay. So a little higher than the per title average of this haul, but not by much. Next up, we have The Irishman, a Martin Scorsese picture starring Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, and Joe Pesci. This is Martin Scorsese's most recent film. This movie's owned by Netflix, but released on Criterion on physical media. And I believe it's the only way you can get The Irishman on physical media is through the Criterion Collection. There you go. We got the nifty Netflix logo right there on the bottom. It's definitely a movie I enjoyed. I've only seen it once. I remember it being very long, kind of more like watching a TV show with all the episodes in a row, like binge watching a TV show in one night. I think it's like 3 to 4 hours long. I don't remember the runtime. It probably says on here. Normally Criterion is pretty good at that. 209 minutes. So yeah, like I said, somewhere between 3 and 4 hours. Again, pretty unique packaging. Here's the booklet. I Heard You Paint Houses. If you've seen the film, you know what that's all about. And there's your disc. It looks like they had to split it across 2 Blu-rays, which is awesome. That means the compression was considered when they put together this release, and I'm excited about that. If you want to buy The Irishman used on eBay, it's going to run you about $19. And here we go. This is Menace to Society, a Hughes Brothers film, a movie I'm pretty sure I've never seen. This one's from 1993. I know it's a classic. I'm definitely interested in giving it a watch, giving it a shot, and deciding whether I'm going to keep it in this collection. It runs about $18 used on eBay, but that's because this is a 4K Blu-ray. Look at that slip. I love the packaging of Criterion Collections, even if I never watch some of these movies, even if I never put the disc in the player, just having them on the shelf is truly a delight for sure. I mean, they even do the inside of the cardboard. Nice die cut cardboard sleeves. Yeah, so this is my first Criterion 4K. There we go. We got the 4K disc and the Blu-ray disc right behind it. There's your booklet as well. It looks like a fold-out booklet. I mean, this thing really folds out for sure. Considering Criterion 4Ks are about $50 retail when they're released, and I paid the per title average of $14.20 for this title, I think it was a pretty good steal, even if the resale value is, again, roughly around $18, added to the collection. And here we have The Silence of the Lambs, a Jonathan Demme film. I think this is possibly the first movie to win the Academy Award for Best Picture. I know it was definitely nominated. Yes, here it says, Silence of the Lambs swept the Academy Awards Best Picture, Best Director, Screenplay, Actress, and Actor. Quite a feat for a horror movie. No die cut on this one, but again, with this kind of special edition packaging, not your standard Blu-ray case. You got a booklet with spine, no staples, nice and thick, beautiful pictures. Can't wait to dip into that the next time I'm sitting on the stool. You got 2 discs. I don't remember this movie being particularly long, so I don't know why there are 2 discs. Maybe one is for the film and one is for the extra features. I have no clue. I bet it would say on the back of the slip. Yep, there we go. 2 Blu-ray special edition features. This one has a little bit of damage right here in the upper corner, but it is really not much. This is just normal shelfware for these types of cardboard boxes. You can see a little more right there, but it's really very minimal for a used Blu-ray. This title runs about $14 before shipping on eBay, so it's about 20 cents below the per title average for this haul. But again, I didn't have to pay shipping, and now I'm going to add it to the collection. Another title I already have on Blu-ray and will be upgrading to the Criterion Collection version. This is The Princess Bride in this kind of nifty storybook packaging. On the back, you've got the screen printed as you wish. On the inside, you got the booklets actually bound into the case, much like a book. And then there's your standard Blu-ray, The Princess Bride. I'm sure you guys all know and have seen The Princess Bride. It's one of my favorites. I'm excited to add it to my personal Criterion collection, get rid of my standard Blu-ray, and add this one to the shelf. This runs about $20 on eBay. So I saved a little bit of money by finding it within this eBay lot, as opposed to picking it off in an individual purchase. Another movie I'm going to add to the collection. This is Pan's Labyrinth, a film by Guillermo del Toro. This is pretty much the movie that I saw that made me fall in love with Guillermo del Toro and convinced me to explore the rest of his filmography. I love this film. I love the visuals in it. I love the story itself. It's creepy. It's weird, expertly designed. It's awesome. I love Pan's Labyrinth. We've got the fold-out insert/booklet, I guess you would call it. These are all in very good shape. Like even the booklets have very little wear on them. I'm quite impressed and happy with the quality. It is as the auction was described. I appreciate that. So if you'd like to pick up a used copy of Pan's Labyrinth, it runs about $18 on eBay. I'm not reselling this copy though. I'm adding it to my collection. Next, we have McCabe and Mrs Miller, the classic Western directed by Robert Altman, who is actually a director that I don't particularly care for most of his movies. Most of them are a little overlong, I've found, and he tends to let the cast just kind of meander their lines. They mumble quite a bit. They talk over each other. It's not my favorite presentation, but McCabe and Mrs Miller I really dig, and I also dig Robert Altman's version of Popeye. Love that movie. Watched it a ton as a kid. This one I came to a few years ago and fell in love with, and I'm super excited to add it to the collection. You got the Blu-ray right there. There's the inside of the package and your standard flip-out booklet, as it were. A used copy of McCabe and Mrs Miller on eBay goes for about $19 before shipping if you'd like to pick it up. This one's getting added to the collection. And here we have pretty much the only title in this eBay Criterion Collection lot that I plan on reselling. This is Vampire, a film by Carl Theodor Dreyer. This is a movie I have not seen. This copy of it is still brand new and sealed. It's a movie I wouldn't mind watching, but it runs about $26 before shipping on eBay. And I need to recoup a little bit of this in order to buy titles that I know I want. And I'm not sure I want Vampire, spelled Vampyr. If you disagree, if you've seen this movie and you definitely think I should keep it rather than wait for a used copy down the line, then let me know in the comments. But for now, this one is going to be resold to pay for some of the other titles I plan on keeping. And finally, another title that is still brand new and sealed. This is the Before Trilogy, 3 films by Richard Linklater. If you've never seen this, you should definitely check it out. It's a trilogy of straight dramas, oddly enough, about one relationship, all filmed with about a 7-year time gap between them, I believe. I think it's 7 years, might be 9 years, might be 8 years. I don't remember. But much like Richard Linklater's later film Boyhood, which was filmed over the course of 12 years, this is kind of a similar concept from the same director, where he had Ethan Hawke and Julie Delpy play a couple across 3 films separated by years of time, kind of showing a relationship take its course from new love to married strife. I don't know how you'd describe the last movie, but they're all good in their own ways, and definitely one I want to add to my shelf. I'm going to keep this for the time being. I'm going to leave it sealed. If I get the itch to watch it, I will definitely break it open, but for now, I'm going to keep it sealed because this runs about $50 brand new on eBay, and so I have the feeling at some point I might be able to come across it already opened. At that point, I'll keep the open copy and sell this brand new version. So there we go, 12 Criterion Collection Blu-ray titles, including 1 in 4K, total cost of $170.40, and a per title average of $14.20, and an estimated value of $213. If I had bought each of these titles individually on eBay, I would have spent about $53 more before individual shipping on each title. That is why you should buy in bulk lots on eBay if you want to rapidly grow your collection for less money. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for your best shot at a free digital code. I always think that everything could be a trap, which is why I'm still alive. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Until then, goodbye.